Just to respond to that question, I think how we could strengthen these institutions is, first of all, we should stop all interference from the executive, because the role of parliament is very clear. It is legislative. Then there's the executive, and then there's the judiciary. There are three arms of government should be operating independently. We have a very big problem when the executive keeps meddling in the affairs of parliament, in the affairs of the judiciary. So for both these houses to be effective, there needs to be independence, just as it has been enshrined in the Kenyan Constitution. And I think with that, all these people will discharge their mandate rightfully, and they will also hold the executive into account the way they are supposed to be. And they also come up with laws that are not punitive, but are aimed at improving the lives of the electorate, to actually put them there for the same reason. Yeah.
So, what are the most urgent governance challenges in Kenya that you face in Kenya today?
Right now, the biggest governance challenge is issues like the health sector, where there is total confusion of the SHA, chief, wherever. The government, even the president himself, does not understand. He's trying to convince us that SHA or SHE is a good thing, but it's not, because the moment as a government you have to over-explain something, then there is a very big question. The CS for health comes to parliament, she is at pains to explain how SHA is working, yet every day people are saying that we are remitting our dues, but when we go to hospitals, we are being told that there is either delays or the system is not working. So how are these systems working when the wananchi that is supposed to serve are saying they are not working? I won't even delve into the education sector, because they came up with the university funding model. They goofed. Then they made a U-turn. They started saying, and the courts came to our rescue and did away with the whole thing. Now I don't know what's the next course of action. So there's a very big confusion that is being orchestrated by this government, and they do not want to listen. I wish they would consult first before coming up with some of these things.
Just on the same, so what policies and legal frameworks should be strengthened to fight corruption and improve government accountability?
I think one of the things that, if you ask me, I think EACC should have the powers to prosecute, because a lot of people are arrested on corruption charges dramatically, but then after a while we see most of them just going back to politics or being elected. We have so many examples. We need to have deterrence. We need to have a lot of people who are punished because of corruption, so that it acts as a deterrent to others who might want to go the same route. Because there's no reason why we should have all these dramatic arrests, and then when they go to court, there is either no evidence or the cases take too long, and then we still elect these people back to office. So I think there's a lot of double speak, and then there's no political goodwill in the fight against corruption, because you cannot be speaking about the same thing with each and every government that comes to power, yet it's still a menace. So I think the government should act more than they speak.
Public participation. So what are the biggest challenges facing public participation in Kenya?
The issue about public participation is that the government is not genuine in getting the people's opinion, because first of all, this public participation forum are, the time the information gets to the people is very little, and most of them are usually done when people are at work. People are trying to earn a living, so they have no time to actually come and listen to some of this public participation forum. So I think there should be an improvement in that, and public participation forum should not just be platforms to come and rubber stamp what they have already decided to do. It should actually be a consultative forum where they actually listen to the people and do away with sections of some of these policies that are not working for the people, and then they embrace the suggestions that come from the people, because at the end of the day, these policies are going to affect the same people. But if you are doing this for the purposes of just ticking boxes or just following this because it's supposed to be done, but with no meaningful agenda, then that's where the problem is.
So my last question is, what is your vision for Kenya's democracy in the next 10 to 20 years?
I feel like our democracy is being strangled. It's on a chokehold right now, judging from everything that has been happening, where the democracy, even spaces for airing out opinions, the civic spaces is shrinking. We are on the brink of no longer the democracy we used to be, because look at the number of abductions that are there. Look at the number of arrests of citizens who are speaking for standing up for their rights. Because Kenya being a democratic state, we have rights and freedoms.